Did I just record that?
Hey everyone, welcome to More Than Just Task Management, your favorite daily productivity podcast. We are a little bit later than usual in the morning because our morning started with a lot of meetings, but here we are today, coming live on YouTube at a little bit after 9:10. My name is Anna Angelova. I am a co-host of this podcast, a business coach and consultant, and as always, I have Joris Minnesland with me. We're traveling this week, so we are in in the same room.
Hey everyone, hey Anna. Good to see everyone. Good to be here. We enjoyed the really nice 10-degree weather in Detroit yesterday. Almost all the snow is melted. Beautiful sunshine, but today is a bit crappy again. But anyways, here we are. Regardless, consistently, we always show up every morning. We fit it into our hours, and we want to talk to you about something that will completely transform the way you work. This is to find your peak hours and work with your natural strengths.
And we touched upon some of these things in the previous episodes, but today we'll go a little bit deeper. And you know what it's like there are times of the day when you feel so focused, so energized. And then there are other times when you're sluggish. And even yesterday we mentioned that the afternoon sluggish period, right?
Yeah.
And again, it's not about the time management. We want to emphasize this. It's not time management. It's aligning what you do with the natural energy cycles you have.
Mm-hmm. And when you do your best and have your day scheduled around it. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you think about it, starting with what are peak hours, right? And these are the times of the day when you have the most energy, mental focus, performance, like when the time of the day when you are at your best, whatever you do. Most of the work we do as business owners, it's mental, right? And yes, there are probably people who are more into physical labor. So even with physical labor, you have times of the day when you are at your best. And these are the golden hours when you are the most productive and most creative. And this is what we want to identify.
Yeah, and it's not random. It's tied directly into your body's internal clock and your circadian rhythm. Your brain and body, they go through cycles of high and low energies, and this affects your focus, your decision-making ability, your efficiency. And awareness of being aware of this cycle and when you are at your peak helps you have your do that 20% that we keep talking about every call. Make sure that 20% is scheduled for your high peak.
Yes.
Mental.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether that's after your workout or whatever that is, it's just it's awareness, right? We always say awareness is power.
Everything starts with awareness, of course. Everything starts with awareness, and the thing is, like you were saying, we were talking in past episodes about the 20% most important things that you need to do for the day. And if you think about it, if you're trying to do the most important work constantly at the times when you are tired, like at the wrong time, you're fighting against, like you said, natural cycles. You're fighting against your own biology.
Yeah.
But when you identify your rhythm and when you actually tap into those natural ups, right? The ups, then everything flows so much easier. Like you have so much more energy, right? And you actually end up getting more out of the hour. You get more done, more achieved in less time.
Yeah, absolutely. So how do we identify these peak hours?
Well, now that we know why they matter, and I hope you know, like by now you are convinced that it matters. Like it is something that impacts how we show up and how much we achieve. So finding your peak hours, like how do you do this? And we talked about it even yesterday that in a way it's like biohacking. It's what works for you. We can't tell you, oh, it's for everyone, it's like 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. No, you need to find out, figure out what's working. While there are some general things that apply to all of us, we all need to be scientists and kind of experiment on ourselves. Like you are our guinea pig, right? So I think there are, what, 2, 3
energy that you have throughout the day. And
yeah.
So find out when you feel the most alert and engaged. Write it down. When are you most struggle with focus, and when are you starting to naturally lose energy? How long does it take for you to recharge? Is it a 15-minute power nap between 2 and 3 p.m., or is it going to bed early? And do this for at least 2 to 3 weeks. And sometimes some people are they may find that the rhythm in 1 week, but I would say at least 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah,
write it down.
A month.
A month, yeah, because they're also, you talked about this, they're also natural moon cycles, the sun, the temperature, all of these affects you. A wrong phone call from the wrong relative, or the boss giving you grief, these also affect you. So I don't think 1 week, at least a month. Write it all down, and then you can review it and see if there's patterns.
Now, when we say write it all down, though, I don't want, it's so easy to get into, especially if you love data. It's so easy to get lost into tracking everything. No, I would say actually, like when we say write it all down, it's really a key thing. Like, when do you feel most engaged, right? And I love what you said, that with any habit we are starting, with anything that we want to create awareness, tracking and journaling, like these are key things. So there are, I would say, track at most 5 things, ideally 2, 3 things. Like, when are you most engaged? When are you at your lowest? Like, when do you struggle? And I love what you said. How long does it take you to recover and get back to
That's important.
So choose like, up to 5, like 3 to 5 KPIs, things to track, and Google it, ask ChatGPT for if you are struggling to think of, what do I track, right? We shared a few. If you wonder what you can track, what else you can track and make sense. But up to, I would say up to 5. That's it. Like, don't go overboard. Ideally 3 things, so you can stick with the tracking as well, right? Like, we want to, like, otherwise you wouldn't do it. Like, we have all started tracking our food intake or water intake and stop after a day. No, make it as easy as possible, so you can do it. Yeah. But what else?
The other thing is to go back and think about when was when have you done your best work?
Oh yeah, think about your past, right?
Yeah, past. Learn from your past, right? This is not something you just track going forward. When do you do your best thinking? Is it early morning, afternoon, late at night, after a workout, after a good meal? There's so many things, like maybe after a walk in the sunshine. And then when do you feel most motivated and in control?
Yeah.
And pinpoint those hours. And if you consistently, it is the same time of the day, then you're finding your rhythm.
Yes. And now things might change, right? Things might change. Like, when I mentioned that when I was in high school, like, I would do my math homework in the evening, and I would sleep late, and like in the evening I would have that creativity and solution. Like, it would be really, I consider myself to be a night owl. Things can change. So with the past, I would say, think about the more about the recent past, rather than like going back to when you were a teenager. So and another one that comes to my mind is, as I mentioned, night owls. Think about this as well. Are you naturally a morning person, or are you more or are you more of a afternoon person, or what was it, permanently tired pigeon.
24/7.
Jogging.
Yeah, and once you find these peak hours, start scheduling your best work around those. Do your best work at the best time, at your best peak.
Yes, and here is the thing. As a business owner, I know there's so many excuses with, oh, but I have meetings at this time. I can't schedule my hour. No, 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 no. While you don't make changes, probably you won't be able to make the change from today to tomorrow. You can gradually start implementing these things. If your week next week is completely hijacked, okay, look at the calendar for what, March 15th, like 2 weeks from now, where you actually don't have those meetings, and block time off and start protecting your hours, your peak hours, so you can really focus on what matters, whether this is sales conversations, strategy, marketing, like whatever it is for your business, leadership activities, whatever it is for your business. And again, we touched upon this one, I think, when we talked on Sunday, matching your, now that you know, like once you know your ups and downs, matching your activities to the ups and downs. Do the important things, the ones that really require your attention and focus at the up, and use the downs. Use the downs for administrative things, something that's more of a shallow work. Yeah, exactly.
And then the third one is you just covered the first two parts of the framework, and the third one is take strategic breaks.
Yeah,
recharge. True. And again, this doesn't have, you don't have to wait until you go to bed at night to recharge. 15-minute power nap. I mean, I personally can't take naps because I'll get a bad headache, but there are people that swear by it.
Yeah, that's true.
Between 2 and 3 p.m., that's usually our lowest. And taking a 15-minute nap, and this is 15-minute is like written.
Really, yeah.
Don't take a 45-minute nap.
Oh yeah,
yeah, too long.
Get into the
15-minute power nap and see if that recharges you.
Yes. Yeah.
So your best work at your best time, low admin work at lowest time, and take breaks. Very simple.
Yeah, very simple. Again, 3 things. Just like with the KPIs, like 3.
And you'll see the result.
3 things. Yes. Yeah. And as I said, things change, right? And you. Actually, it's one thing to bring awareness to how things are right now, but then you also have the power to change things. When you improve your sleep, when you reduce your stress, lifestyle, like if you change what you eat, we talked about how lunch impacts us. If we fast and have a bulletproof coffee, how much focused we feel. So all these kind of things you can start implementing and improving. Once you bring the awareness, once you know what's going on, you can adjust your schedule and make things as flexible as you want and need them to be.
Yeah, so let's talk about working with your natural strengths. Finding your peak hours is one part of the equation, but truly maximizing your productivity, you also need to learn lean into how you work the best.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So definitely finding your ups and downs, like when you have the most energy and when you have the least energy, is one part of the equation. But then thinking about how do you personally work? Like, do you prefer to sit down and focus in like a sprint, like 20-minute Pomodoro session, right? Or 25-minute Pomodoro session? Or would you rather, and then after the 25 minutes, you get up, you do something, and then you go back to 25 minutes? Or are you more of a person who sits down and like do things for 2 hours, right? Where are you? Or somewhere in between, right? And again, morning, evening, where do you feel the most creative? Like when do you get ideas in your mind? And also, is there something that personally helps you start doing things? Because like one of the biggest problems we have is starting the work, right? So maybe there's some routines, there's some structures that help you personally get into the flow, like start the work. So what are your personal and natural strengths? Like when are you more creative? When are you more focused, and all these kind of things that are your unique strengths? And this is the second part of the equation. That like, yes, you know your peak hours, but now add to this the the way that you work?
Yeah. Again, I'm going to say something that some people may not like. COVID destroyed a lot of the global economy, and a lot of bad things came out of it. But I think one of the good things that came out is out of COVID was it showed the corporations the value of work from home.
Work from home, yeah.
Now, a lot of people, yes, they do take advantage of other things, but so the reason I'm bringing this up is having the opportunity to work from home gives you the chance to customize your work style rather than fitting into a corporate work style. Get up in the morning, commute, get in the office, take a break at 10, have lunch at 12, come back at 1, leave at 4.
Oh, don't forget the 3 p.m. coffee.
The 3 p.m. coffee, yeah, the water cooler gossip. So instead of trying to force yourself to fit into this, we have now the unique opportunity which we never did before. A few people did. I was always working from home, but I find that now everybody has this chance.
Yes, a lot of people
customize your work style.
Yeah, not just business owners and entrepreneurs, but a lot of that's true too. And this is amazing. Like take responsibility and ownership of your work style instead of forcing yourself and into something that doesn't fit you. And this is the beauty. Like when you align your peak hours with your natural strengths, you create this flow state where like work really feels effortless and your productivity skyrockets no matter what you do. So I would say go for it. So I think this is more or less what we wanted to cover for today. I know we touched upon some of these things even before, but we just wanted to really go a little bit deeper into the importance of working with your style. And some days will be different, of course. Like so, see how it works generally. Like some days you will have more energy, other days you have less energy. That's why track and see, and you learn. You learn once you start paying attention and creating that awareness. You learn.
And it becomes part of your lifestyle. You change your lifestyle.
It changes your lifestyle, how you work.
Yeah. So your challenge for this week is start tracking your energy levels for a month.
Yeah, the challenge for today, not this week, like it's today. Today is start this. Yeah, if you don't work with your hours, with your peaks, like start doing this. And actually, I would challenge you like to start along with the tracking. Once you learn that, this is. Start noticing that this is the time of the day when I'm the most productive, like the most focused. Reflect it in your calendar. Even if it's like 3 weeks from now or a month from now where you have the chance to reflect it in your calendar, put it there and make it, okay, this is my time. You don't hijack it.
Yep, absolutely love it. And as usual, we love to hear from you. Write to us, message us, comment, subscribe. You know, we're just ordinary Joe and Jane that we learned all of this and we saw the difference that it made in our lives, and love to share this with everyone. And this is something that part of we always talk about when you build a company. It's good to, and we saw it in the news in Detroit this morning.
Oh yes, how giving back. Yes,
how this guy spent almost $20 million of his money rebuilding high school. And the impact that he had on the people. So we love to share and have similar. We don't have $20 million to spend, but we love to experience. Share. Part of our giving is this. We're not just making these things up. It works for us.
Yeah.
So love to hear back from you. Thanks everyone.
Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, more towards our usual time. I think.
Yes, because I have to travel after.
Yeah, you're busy after. Yeah.
All right.
Have a wonderful Tuesday if you are listening or watching this on the Tuesday or whatever day you're watching and listening. And we will see you bright and early tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.